Yeah, bang bang rail. Brighton. How many of you down listening to my podcast now? Yeah, I've been down to Brighton. I'm on about in the 60s, 65, 66. Honestly, on the motorbikes and scooters, because we also go down the motorbikes, the Lambrettas, the SSs. You know what I mean? Yeah, and motorbikes. I mean, we used to go down there, and there's the rockers down there. We used to always fight with the rockers, all us lot. You know what I mean? Yeah, we used to have some right good times. You must remember going down Brighton, mate, on the scooters. It was fantastic. Some people go down by car. My mate had an MG, was it an MG GT or GT or something like that? Yeah, a white one. He went down with his mate. His mate, believe it or not, it's a bit hard to believe, but his mate was a little bit gay. He was only about 16, 17, and them two have been mates for a long time. But it's what it is, isn't it? You can't, they just went down Brighton to have a good time because Brighton's well known for gays and all that, you know. Anyway, I go down there and just on the beach. We stayed there for 2 days. Didn't really use the clubs down there. Couldn't really get in then in the clubs and the old bomber jackets and all them. And it was like, do you know what I mean? Used to have a good time. Yeah, what was the car key one called now? I forget it. The long car key one we used to wear with a hood. I forget the name of it now. It's such a long time ago. You know what I mean? Anyway, sorry, monkey dribbling. You know. Anyway, so all went down there. All met down there. Going on the beach. The Parker, that's it, Parker jackets, yeah, the Parkers. Remember the Parkers? We always had them, you know, Dr. Martens, little turn-up jeans and all that, yeah. Short haircut, no, and then just walking along the beach, looking at all the rockers, their motorbikes, you know what I mean, or BSAs and all the Triumphs, you know, going down there. Now and again you get someone who's got a proper bike down there, and you know, proper bike, you know. Anyway, we stayed down there for 2 days. And my mate had the MGB, that's it, the MGB GT, that's it, the white one. He had a convertible, and he was, as I told you, he was a young kid, but he was gay. Them two got just, listen, it is what it is. You can't get involved in it. It's them days. It was one of them things that was happening anyway. They got into a bar, 5, 6 handed. They got into a bar, just down the lane somewhere in Brighton. I think it's called the Lanes. And, yeah, they'd had a little drink, and the young kid went into a toilet to have a toilet, but they had to come out of the pub and go around the corner to the toilet. The toilet wasn't in the pub, so they had to come out of the pub and go around to the toilet, but he never come back. So his boyfriend was waiting for him. You know, he never come back. So he's concerned. He's looking everywhere for him. He can't find him. You know, so then he come down the beach. We've all got the scooters down there, you know, and everyone's just all having a chat, and I'm just having a good time, really chatting to all the girls and bits and pieces. And he's coming on crying his eyes open, you know, and he's going, look, he says, I drove around Brighton in my motor, looking for my mate. Yeah, it's his boyfriend, looking for him. He said, I can't find him anywhere, you know, I'm really concerned. He went out to go use the toilet, and he'd never come back. He just disappeared. Where's the pub? We all went down the pub, down the lane, and we're walking around looking for him, maybe shouting his name out. No one can find him. Murphy, something like that. Anyway, he's flying around, no one can find him. We can't find him nowhere, yeah? Everyone was shouting on him and screaming, we can't find him. Also, my mate said, hold up. We go down his alleyway. Listen, he's down there, yeah? He's been smashed to pieces, mate. He's been bashed up big time. But not only has he been bashed up, he's been really sexually abused. His backside was ripped to pieces, yeah? His backside was ripped to pieces. They'd penetrated him with all sorts of things. They got hold of him, just penetrated him with all sorts of different objects and bits and pieces. Went over the top of him. Just cut him as well. It was, I don't know, some sort of ritual, and we had to take him to the hospital. And he was in there for ages, man. That's internally going to his back passage and sewing it all up, because they put objects in there that were so big, you know, it's like the size of your arm thickness. He couldn't get him up there, mate. They reckon to do what they done, he must have been in so much agony. It's unbelievable. Perhaps that was a little kick, screaming and shouting. But yeah, mate, just got him outside the pub. He went to the toilet and just claimed him and got hold of him and just took him down what they'd done to him. I mean, people, man, we can't believe it, you know what I mean? And we're all flying around. Listen, we're all flying around. What's the point? You're all flying around in Brighton looking for these people, but who are they? They can be anybody, can't they? You know, old boys, young fellas, you know, or whatever. There's loads of gays in Brighton. So all you're doing is looking around all the gays. They're giving you all funny looks, or all like in funny clothes. You know, they've all got these hippie sort of clothes on and bits and pieces like that. Then we think that some Hell's Angel guys that live in Brighton, them sort of like nutty Hell's Angel guys with all the studs on there and the caps and all this, I forget what they call them. We've got a funny feeling that they took him, yeah? That they took him because they're big, muscular, powerful people, no, they've took him, yeah? But they're all around their bikes anyway. They've got the caps, they got the police helmets on, they got all these sort of things. They don't give them monkeys. There's a load of them as well, yeah? But we're only kids anyway. And listen, doesn't matter how much you fly about, you're flying about all the time, yeah? Scooters and all this and the other, going mad trying to find these people. You've all got iron bars, you've all got other things wrapped around you because of the rockers, you know, and that's we've had little fights, but you don't bring iron bars out to the fight, but just in case something else happens, yeah? But this is something else. This is really, really bad, you know, really bad. You know, but anyway, in the end, he stays in hospital. His mum, his dad had to come down. I mean, you know, they know he's gone down to Brighton. They know he's gone down for 2 days. They know he's gone down with his boyfriend as such, yeah. Listen, it is what it is. What can you do in them days? It was what it was, yeah. But when he sort of like, you know, phoned mum and dad out from the phone box, you know, in them days of phone boxes, phoned mum and dad up and just telling them, look, he's gone missing. We found him. He's been physically, sexually abused, but he's been abused such a bad way that they've got to internally sew him up. You know, he could be in bed for ages. They've also cut all his legs and cut them all around his genitals, and they've done a right bad job for these people. It was crazy, yeah. Or the only people with all the black leather gear. It can only be them. It can only be them. You know what I mean? But as you say, you know, you're 30-handed, 30-handed. What do you do? You know what I mean? Your kids. What do you do? So all we done really is went back home with a towel between their legs, and you realise that you've got to stick together in them places. You know what I mean? No point if 4 or 5 of you going to a bar out there, mate, because these people are looking for people like us. Not us, not me, no way. Okay. Anyway, do you know what I mean? No, they're looking for it, aren't they? You know, and I suppose if you see him, watched him, and that's it, mate. Just followed him out of the toilet, grabbed him in there, put bump, and just took him away and done and dealt with him. Anyway, this is Bang Bang Royal. Just a little video there. The reason that I remembered it is because I've been looking on Facebook, and I see a lot of people in the old days, in the 60s, beginning of the 60s, innit? Halfway through the 60s, 70s, on the motorbikes, on the scooters, with the Parker jackets on and all that, you know what I mean? Brought back memories. That brought back memories to that. Anyway, this is Bang Bang Royal. Please press the like button and subscribe, and good evening, have a nice evening. Bye.